Good evening and welcome to the news. All explosives that UCPS uses for blasting will now be stored at the military camp at Barbaron to ensure greater security in the storage of explosives. This was announced by Vice President Ahmed Afif during a press conference. The new measures being introduced follow the explosion that took place at CCCL early December when 4 containers of explosives exploded and caused extensive damage, mostly around Cascade and Providence. Mr. Afif says that fireworks will also be stored at Barbaron and all safeguards are being taken to ensure the safety of residents.
The new storage plan for explosives is absolutely safe. They are in no danger whatsoever, and principally they are not in danger because of a natural barrier, which are the mountains, because the two principal sites of the explosives will be closer to the sea. There is a mountain that separates them, these containers, and the main population centers. The second reason why they are also safe is the distance. The closest houses will be about 500 meters from one of the sites, and the main Gatas village will be about 4 kilometers away, which is far away and separated by an even higher mountain. So the chances of any shockwave reaching that area is absolutely minimal or probably nil. And furthermore, there are plans by the operators in consultation with the government to have even better storage methods, and that is hopefully to have them put in concrete bunkers, and they will be underground.
Over 100 households have already been paid the 25,000 rupees, which the government had promised to the people whose houses have been affected by the recent explosion at CCCL Quarry and heavy rain in the northern region of Mahé. The Agency for Social Protection, ASP, has said that as of today, it has processed all 250 files received, out of which 26 have been returned to the Ministry of Local Government and Community Affairs due to incorrect bank details. The ASP has transferred a total of 224 files to the Ministry of Finance to effect payment amounting to 5.6 million rupees. As for people who were in temporary shelters, the Principal Secretary for Local Government and Community Affairs, Kevin Perrin, says there are only just over 200 people left in temporary shelters from the initial 400 approximately.
Up till now, we've worked on 250 files, and we are pleased to say that hundreds, amongst those files, 100 family has been paid the allocation of 25,000, which was promised by the government. And we are currently working to ensure that the people will get their payment as soon as possible. And in total, at the moment, we have 220 people left in shelters around Mahé and mostly at Bouvalombier, where we have 49 people. So we have 19 families who has been allocated to the house at Perseverance, and 13 family has already moved in. And 13 family has already moved in, and remaining 6 family to move probably early next week.
The officers and workers of the police force with 10 to 45 years of service have been rewarded for their dedication in a ceremony that was held at the Police Academy, Pointe-la-Rue this morning. They were presented with a certificate and check. The Minister for Home Affairs and Commissioner of Police Errol Fonseca and Ted Barbe, respectively, expressed their appreciation to the officers for their loyalty and asked them to be an example for other officers in the force.
The officers and the other employees of the police force with 10 to 45 years of service have received their certificates and checks during a ceremony held at the Police Academy at Port-Larry. The Minister of Home Affairs and the Commissioner of Police expressed their appreciations to the officers for their loyalty and asked them to be an example for other officers still in the force. Officers and other employees of the police force beamed with pride as they were awarded certificates and checks for the number of years they've worked for the force. Some have spent 10 years with the forces, others have clocked 20 years, whilst one officer, Rosemary Solomon, has spent 45 years as an administrative officer in the police force. Officers who celebrated 10 years of service received 2,000 rupees, those with 20 years received 4,000 rupees, and as for the only one who celebrated 45 years of service received 12,000 rupees. The officers stated that their journey had not been an easy one, but with perseverance and guidance from experienced officers, they have managed to move further up in their respective careers.
We've come to the end of this news summary. Thank you for watching.